Are you feeling juicy? You know why we're here. We're here to make money. Cold hard cash. Hi guys and welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester and today I'm going to be walking you through the crypto markets. First things first, we're going to talk about Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame. Then we're going to be moving across to the mid-term time frame, if that's going to load in nicely. And then we're going to be going straight across to the long-term and see what's cracking, see where we're going, see how this bounce has reacted. Then once we're done with Bitcoin, guys, we're going to be going straight to altcoin requests. That's where you guys smash your altcoin requests in the chat, and we basically just do as many of them as we can in the time that we have got today, right? So yeah, I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. We're literally bang on the center of the day so far. It is 1 degree in the UK, pretty cold, pretty cloudy, not very happy, this country at the moment. Not very happy. But yeah, anyway, let's move on to some shout outs. We've got Crypto Decoy, coming through. We've got Lauren in the chat. We've got Here Optimist. We've got Hadra Salim. We've got Last Index. We've got the OGs coming through. I can see you all. We've got cookies with a nice looking older female, I guess, saying go Chester. We've got Kevin. We've got Joseph. Joseph, I'm very well, thank you, man. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We've got Iswa Lockham. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. We've got Sarigra as well. Hi, Chester. Nice to see you on the stream there, my good people. Hope you're having a fantastic morning. We've got Nico. We've got Ivan. We've got Tommy. We've got a lot of you today, guys. And Salam Sadiq. Don't worry, I didn't miss you, bro. But yeah, hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Without further ado, let's get straight into Bitcoin and see if we can make some money today. Yes, the beard. It's I had a little shape up in it. It's I was getting my hair cut at the barber's, and basically the barber just started cutting away at the beard, like on just trying to shape it in. And then I think he like slipped or something, because he was like, "You want me to do the beard as well, right?" I was like, "Well, mate, you've cut off half of it already, so you might as well carry on." So yeah, no beard. I look about 12. But yeah, we move on, right? But yeah, anyway, without further ado, let's get straight into Bitcoin, guys, because yesterday we were actually weighing up the we were weighing up the idea and the potential opportunity for a bounce scenario here for Bitcoin when we did see that colossal dump just before the stream there. And I said, look, we're probably going to grind along this trend line for a bit before either seeing a nice big pump here or a big break to the downside, right? And we actually banged it up quite significantly. This is why we weigh up all different options here for Bitcoin and potential positions coming through here. This was the measure move outside of the parallel channel that we were looking for here, guys. Something along the lines of this. Pretty steep, right? Pretty steep. A lot going on, around 5.72% on the table. This is something that I really was looking for, and I was really hoping I could get into it, right? Unfortunately, I didn't get in, guys. I didn't get in. I didn't make the paper here. I didn't make the cold hard cash, unfortunately, even though it would have come through really, really nicely. I didn't get the solid entry I really wanted, and when I mean that, guys, what I look for is a proper nice breakout. As you can see, we did have a really, really nice breakout, but the entry point I was really looking for was, as you can see, this wick here along this horizontal. I was waiting for a nice congruent candle body close around this zone, and it just took off. It just took off and basically smashed our first take profit fairly instantly. And I was like, I'm not going to jump in now. Like, this is like, yes, we have broke out the pattern, but it was a bit too late to get in my opinion. and the move was literally like pretty much halfway done already, right? So yeah, it's a bit annoying because obviously it did run up, but hey, there's plenty more trades in the sea. That's what we say here, and yeah, I feel fine about that, right? Because this is like learning the not FOMOing in a situation like that. So I'm happy to be doing that, and I'm happy to be sitting there and waiting for another trade there, because there is always going to be another trade there. Let me stress that. But yeah, that's done now. It did get completed. From there, pretty much banged it all the way up to 37,500. There's quite a few scenarios that we could be looking at here, guys. Now, if we're talking about lower highs, higher lows, and all that jazz coming through there, you can see obviously we've got lower highs coming through from this downtrend. Well, yesterday, day before yesterday, and continuously days before that. These are the lower highs here that we were essentially trying to get over here. Yes, because obviously we set this low. We're looking for now a higher low here, because we've actually invalidated this lower high, right? We've invalidated this lower high. We've now set a new high. This is now going to be a higher low if we can break this high, right? If we can break this high, then I would actually expect continuation to the upside here on the short term, right? And that's obviously going to be very, very good indeed for Bitcoin in terms of a bit more confidence and a bit more of a recovery, right? Because I think that's what everyone's really looking for now, right? We've had a little cheeky bounce here, which we will go through on the longer term time frame, which is obviously looking pretty good right now. But yeah, so let's weigh up some sort of position that we could potentially be looking for here on the short term today, because let's get rid of these trend line. What? What just happened there? But yeah, let's redo that. So yeah, let's get rid of those trend lines, get rid of that breakout scenario. I'm going to leave this here, guys. Going to get rid of the measure move and the percentages there, because this is actually still very, very valid, right? If we do see the price of Bitcoin actually start cascading down again and invalidating higher lows and stuff, I mean, it's not exactly confirmed as of yet, but if we do see us coming down and breaking these low points there, then we know we've got some sort of support coming through here at around 31.3 and also 30k there. So yeah, these are scenarios that we are going to be leaving in there, because they are still very, very valid at this time, right? So yeah, we'll leave them there. They can be on our back pocket waiting for us. But yeah, in terms of what we're going to be doing here, guys, what we're going to be doing is we're going to basically be taking a trend line from this high to these this resistance points coming through here. Because you can see here, we've actually got pure resistance coming through, like so. Pure resistance, right? This is obviously forming some sort of resistance to the downside. As you can see, we did see this before. I mean, I would say the momentum has actually chilled out a lot, right? Because this is the usual thing you see from the start of a move here. You see a massive, massive dip, and then the next bit of resistance is not as strong. Next bit of resistance is not as strong, and then you see the break coming through, right? You see what I'm trying to say there? So yeah, we are getting to what I'm trying to say is I would have actually expected a bit more resistance coming through off this rejection here, but we didn't actually see that. So that's going to be very interesting to see how that does react today on this trend line, whether we are imminent for a break, guys. Now, this is where it gets quite interesting, because I keep saying interesting. I think that's going to be the word today, just because you can see we're on this break point, guys. We're on this break point, which we could actually be looking for a long position here, which is actually really quite nice, and it's actually going to be really quite progressive. I want to say we've got support on the lower side, like we just said here, and we've also got lower highs being set on the top side here in terms of resistance, right, on this downward sloping resistance line. What does that make us? It makes us a falling wedge pattern, guys. A falling wedge pattern usually breaks to the upside. So let's do a measure move. Let's do a little target price for this, and then we can really be looking for some sort of long position today, which is going to be very, very nice indeed if we do see a bit of a Bitcoin pump coming through there. The measure move that we're going to be looking for is going to be something along the lines of this. Something along the lines of this. In a world. Don't know if you guys saw Hammy's new intro. Yeah, you can see it's going to be around a 13.96% gain there. So something really quite valuable, something really, really quite good to be taken advantage of as well. We're on 9 likes, nearly 10 likes already, guys. Unbelievable. To appreciate those likes coming through. It does help out the stream tremendously in terms of helping out new audiences, in terms of helping them not lose money, right? Because obviously I know this is it's a battling game out here. No, it's always I'm here to educate, right? So yeah, as you can see, this is going to be the move to the upside that I'm going to be looking for today. It's going to be around 13.96%. They're looking pretty good, actually, I would say. Not looking too bad. The reason why I'm saying that is because, as I just said a minute ago, I would have expected a bit more resistance coming through from here, but we're above all major moving averages here on the short term here for Bitcoin. We're above them, guys. This is technically bullish. What I want to see here, before I see an entry, I want to see us come up. I want to see us break this 36,834 area. I want to see us break that. And then this is where I'm going to be longing, guys. That's where I'm going to be longing, and I'm going to be longing it up. First take profit is going to be literally here, 37,230. Not very big at all, right? It's not going to be huge. It's maybe less than 1%, right? Near enough 1%, right, for the first take profit, which isn't bad. It isn't bad. 1%. It's still 1%. Why are you crying? It's still a nice amount of cash, right? Obviously, depending on equity and leverage there, leverage coming through there. But yeah, so this is the first take profit. Once I've hit my first take profit, I'm going to be taking my stop loss and put my stop loss to my entry point, right? The reason why we do this is because if we do get reversed on from this 1% and we do actually see us come down again, we're not going to get stopped out at our stop loss. We're going to be stopped out at entry, right? And that basically means it's a win-win scenario, right? We're eliminating our losses, right? Can't stress that enough. I say that literally every single day, like 10 times, right? Eliminates our losses. First take profit is going to be there. Second take profit is going to be, probably I'm going to be on the top side of this wick as well. That's going to be another take profit for me to be looking at there. Third take profit, you can see these candle bodies coming through here. That is definitely going to be a level of support. We've also got a couple of wicks to the downside. I'm probably going to leave them because it's quite a choppy sort of area, and we have seen candles flow through that without actually any resistance or support coming through there. So my next one is going to be the 200 EMA coming down there. So that's going to be another take profit. I'm looking for around 38,100, and then probably looking at something around there, right? Around 39,000 and 39,084. Now also leverage. Yeah, also I just want to stress, guys, I'm looking at a lot more indicators and things before I'm entering a trade like this. So please don't just copy this trade. You want to be looking at a lot more, but I'm here to educate you on on TA to kind of get yourself I'm here to educate you. That's my disclaimer. I'm not here to give you trades, right? That's what I want to say. We've also got the volume weighted ATR band coming down, guys. We know how strong this little bad girl is. We know how strong this bad girl is, and you can see the resistance that we do find, and also support coming through off this little bad boy. So yeah, let's get some more data. When did it last touch this? This is dreadful. Yeah, so when we do get above this, you can see we do actually find some sort of support there. But we also do congruently find heavy resistance at times, guys, as you can see there. Bang, 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 bang. Very, very strong stuff coming through there, guys. I don't know what, I just deleted the MACD. Great. Good job, man. Good job. Can I just do that? Yeah, there we go. She's back. She's back, and she's here to stay. So yeah, that's what I would say about that position to the upside today, guys. There is a bit of money on the table, right? A bit of money on the table, and it's a very much, it's not too bad, right? It's not too bad. And the reason for this is, guys, is because Jermaine says, nice clean haircut, Chester. Yeah, thanks, man. It's just a little bit thin here, man. It's just a little bit thin. I need to go get the old transplant or something going on, right? Yeah, to appreciate that. I see you, Jimmy. I see you, Tom. I see you, Nico. I see you, Kevin. I see you, CC coming through the online cricket. Cool name. Is that Dusty Slipper? Dusty Slipper's on the stream. Nice to see you on the stream there, man. Been a while. You've been making bank. You know why we're here. We're here to make money, cold hard cash. Yeah, man. You know how it is. All good. But yeah, let's carry on with this. And as you can see, guys, this is the long position I'm going to be looking for today, which is looking pretty good. But yeah, as I said, be careful. And the signs that I'm looking for as well is, you can see called up moving averages, guys. We know what happens when these moving averages, they call up. We're looking for a breakout scenario in the price. Also, that's one thing to be talking about. There's another thing, guys. Volumes trending down as well. We know what happens when the volume trends down. This is another point of confirmation for a breakout in the price, right? So yeah, not looking too bad at all, right? Not looking too bad at all. Let's have a look at the RSI, the relative strength index coming through here. See what we got coming through, because I think yesterday we were actually talking about a bullish divergence, right? We're talking about a bullish divergence coming through on the RSI. Yes, as you can see there, you can see, let me draw it in. You can see we did have a bullish divergence coming through on the RSI, which we were talking about on the stream literally live yesterday, and it was going to be very interesting to see how this did actually play out. Now, we do know from that point we actually we pumped a hell of a lot, right? And this is why there was a potential scenario for a nice bounce here, when we did see the price dipping down like goddamn crazy yesterday, right? So yeah, not too bad at all. As I said, this is the breakout scenario here on the short-term time frame to be looking out for there. RSI, I mean, even if we do see some upwards momentum on the RSI, we have been consolidating for quite a while now, guys. We've been in this sideways sort of momentum for like the last, well, in this sort of range between 35,600 and around 36,600. So in this sort of $1,000 sort of area here. So even if we do actually stay in this area and come back down for the rest of the day here, just have a little micro downtrend for the rest of the day until around 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, to around 35,600 to 800, that sort of area, and then we could be looking at a break tomorrow night. That's still absolutely fine, but you need to be taken into consideration if this is going to happen. This will be bringing the RSI down, right? It will, because it's not, there's no buying strength coming through here. It's not exactly selling pressure because it's a very, very small downtrend there, but it is when we do consolidate here for Bitcoin, when we do consolidate for any chart, it does bring the relative strength index to that central point, right? So yeah, interesting stuff coming through there. So let's move on to the macadamia nut, the MACD. What we got coming through there? Flaccid, nothing, boring. Look at these for trends, not strong at all. Bitcoin doesn't know where to go here. Nobody knows where to throw it. The whales are out of the picture. The volume is low. It's a bit of a scarce area. We're having bullish and bearish crossovers to the goddamn moon right here. So yeah, crazy stuff. So yeah, we'll just have to wait until we see a nice congruent trend before we actually take any sort of major direction. There is a trend cycle I would be looking for here if we are going to see any more downwards momentum here, and that's going to be something along the lines of this, guys. And this is going to be showing us basically a potential reversal point for the trend here, guys. So if we do see a nice big downtrend coming through here, we know we might, not 100%, we may have a nice reversal point in terms of the trend coming through here, and this is definitely something to be looking out for. So let's bring it back to the charts, right? Bring it back. If we do see a massive or downtrend coming through here for Bitcoin, we're likely to probably bounce here off the volume weighted ATR band, right? You can see the distance of this downtrend like so to the volume weighted ATR band around 33,800. That's probably going to line up fairly perfectly with this trend cycle on the MACD, right? The stars are aligning here. So yeah, it's definitely something to be looking out for there. Definitely something to be looking out for there, guys. But yeah, apart from that, let's move on to the midterm here for BTC, because I want to get BTC out of the way, and then we can really start digging into some altcoins, right? I think that'd be quite cool. I'm just gonna have a drink because my throat. As you guys know, I was actually short on Bitcoin, but we actually came up and slapped my entry. So I did get I stopped at entry, but I was taking profit the whole way down. So we all good. We made that paper. Nice strawberries and cream protein shake. All good stuff coming through. Let me check the chat quickly. We've got Hey You coming through saying, good day, folks. LR saying 35 people watching, 36 people watching, 20 likes. Unbelievable, guys. Hadra Salim saying, like. Yes, Hadra Salim, Death Cross did play out, though. Yeah, very interesting. We will get to that here on the longer term time frame. As you can see, Death Cross, bang, momentum to the downside. But yeah, so let's have a look at this was a short position I did get involved with, and I did basically short this down here. Didn't see the completion of the measure move, guys, because the completion of the measure move was all the way down to the filthy 28k there. It's not on the cards because we are still in a filthy downtrend, but I'm out now. I'm out of this position. Yes, it is what it is. It's a bit emotional because we are still in a filthy downtrend here on the macro scale, but I'm happy. I made my money, right? I made like 10 or 15% or something crazy. So yeah, it was good stuff coming through there. So yeah, let's get rid of that TA for now. And Fibonacci retracements. Let's have a little look at that because I feel like my chart's really crowded with a lot of lines. So let me get rid of some things. I don't want to scare a load of you away because I know some new traders coming through here, right? Let me get rid of the moon phases as well. So yeah, as you can see, guys, this was yeah, this is too much. Just get rid of these. These were like my take profits and stuff. I just want you guys to clearly be seeing the Fibonacci retracement. I think that I've got the colors a bit ski with, so maybe I should change them so it's more visually appealing for you guys. Obviously, we've got the swing high, we've got the swing low, this downtrend before we crossed that 50% mark before. So now, as you can see, this is the low that we did set yesterday, coming through there, and this is obviously bringing us up straight away to the 0.326 Fibonacci retracement, guys. This is a very key area, and I really, really want to stress this because we are still in a downtrend, guys. It is still very, very strong. You can see we have come up and tested this Fibonacci retracement. This means when we see a Fibonacci retracement come through like this, we could actually have continuation to the downside, right? This is a continuation to the downside sign if we don't find support here, guys. If we don't find support here, we are screwed. No, we're probably going to head down again and probably test these lower levels again, right? And that's absolutely fine for us to be doing that. Yes, granted, there's not really a position on the table at this point now, but there is going to be, right? There is going to be later on. We just got to be calm and collected and very patient here. This is where we're going to be moving on to a couple of the altcoins and be trading them as well. Cedric the Legend says, did you buy Secret Network? Yes, I did, sir. I bought a nice little chunk of Secret Network, and it's just gone down. Obviously, due to the Bitcoin markets, but hey, what can you do, man? It is what it is. Like, that's the always risk, but that's why you never invest something that you can't afford to like leave there for like a couple of years or whatever. So I bought Secret Network to hodl, right, not to trade. So yeah, it's just joined my hodl, so it's fine. It's not a problem, man. It's fine. But yeah, so as you can see, this is obviously a very, very key area for Bitcoin here in terms of a resistance point. What I do want to be seeing is, because obviously we did challenge this coming up here, but we didn't actually see that candle body close really have that congruent confirmation. So yeah, things to be looking out for today is a nice 4-hour candle close. I want to say above the 0.3 here. Sorry, the 0.23, 0.236 Fibonacci retracement line here. But if we don't get above that, if we do get above that, we could even test it, right? We can even candle body close. I want around this area, 36751. If we even if we get a candle body close below that, above that, we're likely to probably either test to the downside yet again, right? And we could still come down from there. I just want to say the more confirmation I'm looking for, as you can see, we've got this wick here, we've got this wick here. If we get a candle body close above that, so 36,855, that's the real confirmation we're looking for there, guys. And if we are going to be referencing that, in terms of our long position coming through here on the short-term time frame, what did we say that was? That was 36,868. So let's look what that is, 36,868. So yeah, it's pretty much going to be bang on some sort of entry point for us there. Literally our entry, our confirmation for our entry there, and then basically riding that wave up for that 1% there. And if it runs and we actually see that really nice breakout scenario, yes, there is 13% on the table here. But this is the 1% safe net that we're looking for, right? It's pretty good stuff coming through there. But yeah, that's pretty much the midterm summed up here for BTC. We did obviously have this parallel chance to the downside, so we could probably draw some new stuff. We could probably draw some new stuff coming through here. Why did that happen? Let's start again there. Let's just do it manually because Control Delete is not my friend today, as we have seen with the MACD and everything. Not good. So yeah, what do we need here, guys? We basically need a load of new trend lines, right? I mean, if I'm going to be drawing something in here, it's going to be from the all-time high down to the swing low, right? So yeah, you can see we're going to have obviously a pretty strong trend line coming through here, but I'm literally saying to myself now, there's probably no point even drawing this in because we've got it all here on this longer term time frame chart, right? So yeah, excuse me. It's we could draw, I'd say, a falling wedge here. I mean, it's going to be sort of the same sort of scenario as the short term even. Potentially maybe. No, we're okay. We're okay. It's just falling wedges galore at the moment, I guess, right? Falling wedges galore at the moment. So yeah, we could be drawing something along the lines of this. This trend line is obviously what we are referring to here on the short-term time frame. But obviously we do have the one on the lower side as well. So yeah, it's pretty much the same as the short-term time frame. It just goes back a bit further in terms of that trend line. But yeah, there is going to be that breakout scenario again here coming through on the short term. That pattern is really taking form across the board here, making it fairly more likely to play out, right? So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how this does react. But yeah, Fibonacci retracement line is what I would be referencing here on the midterm here coming through. We got a nicker in the chat, and I see on the stream there. RSI back to the central C point coming through there. So really quite interesting to see how this is going to react here, because obviously we did have that that bullish divergence coming through there, and obviously that has caused quite a lot of buying momentum, right? That's caused quite a lot of buying momentum. Now, if we are referencing, we're referencing that bullish divergence coming through yesterday on the RSI, as you can see here, guys. That's back from the 22nd of January. If we're looking at the longer term here, no, we didn't quite get it. No, we didn't quite get another bullish divergence coming through there, but near enough, right? Near enough coming through there. So yeah, that's what I would say about the longer term time frame here. Should we have a look at the DMI, the Directional Movement Index, see what's going on there? Unfortunately, this is not what we wanted to happen. This is not exactly what we wanted to happen. My meaning behind this is because the ADX, guys, it tells us how strong the trend is going to be here. When that is above 25 or above 20, it gives us like they're like our kind of checkpoints for strength here. As you can see, this is heading down like it's near enough vertical, right? It's very, very strong momentum to the downside coming through for the ADX. So that shows the trend is falling off very, very quickly. And to be honest, I'm not really surprised after seeing this sideways action that we have seen over the last sort of day or so here. So yeah, it's absolutely fine for this to be happening, but it's not ideal if we were like we were hoping we would get a bullish crossover here from the positive and the negative on the directional movement index here when the ADX was up here, right? If that was going to happen, then we would have seen a lot. I'm talking a hell of a lot of buying momentum and a hell of a lot of a nice, really strong uptrend, right? So this basically it gives us the confirmation that the uptrend that we're about to realize that we're about to have, if we do have a nice big breakout scenario here for this long position, then it's not going to be the strongest thing in the world, unfortunately. If we get this bullish crossover coming through here and the ADX is below. Obviously, we've got like maybe 12 hours before we come down and hit below the 25. But yeah, that's sort of the area I would be looking for there. Hopefully, we can get a crossover before that. But I would be worried. This is very, very steep, guys. It's very, very steep. But yeah, that's what I would say. But the directional movement index, interesting indicator coming through there, guys. But yeah, that's pretty much the midterm. Let's jump to the longer term time frame and let's really get diving in deep. Let's really get diving in deep here, because we've obviously got the swing high from this Fibonacci retracement and the swing low also. Now, this is where it gets quite interesting, because we haven't come up and tested this Fibonacci retracement zone yet. So you can see we mostly do this, right? We mostly do this along these Fibonacci retracements. We at least come and test it before seeing resistance to the downside in this downtrend. The confirmation for the reverse of the trend is all the way up here. This is the 0.5 mark, and we know once we hit this mark, guys, and we get over this, this is like the confirmation for the reversal of the trend there. And you can see straight off the bat, right? You can see like inverted head and shoulders. If that was going to happen, like that would be something along the lines of this. Once we cross this area, then we're definitely going to see some sort of it's the confirmation that we're having the reversal of the trend, right? When we get to that level. So even if we do come up to here and say hello to this lower high at around this 43,700 level, the confirmation really isn't there until we've actually tapped and cleared this 47,800. And when that does happen, you can see we're going to be above the 55 moving average. We're going to be above the 200 EMA and also the 200 SMA as well there. So yeah, when we do get above this zone, money, cold hard cash, big longs to the goddamn moon. No, but yeah, obviously I'm having a laugh, guys. I'm joking. So yeah, that's going to be the area to be looking out for trend reversal there. Now, in terms of where we are now, guys, this beautiful little volume weighted ATR band. Let me just get rid of all these purple lines as well, because they're obviously not very visually appealing for the end consumer, which is you guys. Now, as you can see, guys, the volume weighted ATR band that we were talking about yesterday, in terms of actually clearing it here, you can see the support that we do actually get on this. We do get a lot of support on this little green bad boy here. We do. We've been talking about this for quite a while, and we said the possibility for yesterday of actually coming up and reclaiming it and candle body closing above it. We've come down today, we've tested it, and we've actually found that support there. So that is very, very positive. I can't stress enough how positive that is, guys. It really, really is really positive, because you can see the bounce scenarios that we have had on this volume weighted ATR before. It is very, very strong levels of support, right? So if we are going to have a nice strong breakout here for Bitcoin, the money on the long that I'm going to be banging here, that's obviously going to be very, very nice, guys. We've discussed that on the short-term time frame. This is something that we're going to be looking for. This is something that we're going to be looking for, right? Jermaine says, Chester, is the bad news still ongoing? I think all the world economies are sat on the fence at the moment, Jermaine. I don't think anyone knows what the hell is going on or what's going to happen, especially with the situation. Don't know if I could say countries and stuff like that. Maybe stuff that aren't probably in the news. I don't get banned or something. But yeah, the whole Russia and Ukraine, right? That whole scenario coming through, that everyone's like on the ropes with that. So yeah, it's obviously taking a bit of toll on the world economies and stuff like that as well. So yeah, it's all a bit up in the air at this time, guys. Just kind of be patient and wait. But if we do have a big crash here, in terms of the world, we know crypto will really fall off a goddamn cliff, right? Really will fall off a cliff. And to be honest, it's not the end of the world because we can just get really low prices and buy more. That's fine. That's why we trade, to make more money so we can buy the bottom. So yeah, it's not bad. But yeah, we are looking pretty progressive right now here for a move to the upside. We are challenging this trend line here for Bitcoin. Quite interesting stuff coming through there. So yeah, be interesting to see if we can get a nice candle body close above this 36,850 there, and then we're going to be entering a nice little cheeky long all the way up there. But yeah, that's going to be BTC sort of covered there, guys. We do have Fibonacci retracement at 0.236 there for the resistance, and that is going to be at around 38,800, right? So yeah, I would expect some sort of resistance coming through there. If we can get above that, amazing. Then we've got another downward sloping resistance line from the all-time high, guys, which is obviously, you can see how strong this bad boy is. If we can break that, money. That's a money shot right there. But if we don't, we're likely to see some resistance coming through there and then potentially testing lows yet again there. And at the end of the day, guys, we are in a downtrend. The economies are on the fence. So yeah, it's only right for BTC to really be trending down here. But yeah, 32 likes. Wow, those likes jumped up, guys. Amazing stuff there. I do appreciate those likes coming through there. I love the project and collabs for Secret Network. Yeah, nice stuff. Scenarios for possible short re-entry, says Peter K. This is it's interesting, right? I don't really want to be shorting Bitcoin now until we break a low, right? Because you can see the volume weighted ATR band coming through here. We've got really big levels of support on the longer term time frames here. You can see this this rising wedge that we've got here. And yes, they tend to usually break the downside here, and the measure move is all the way down to like 18K there, so really quite bad there. But this is going to be still a trap zone. You can see the support coming through here, so there's high chances we could bounce here, and that's it's another area as well around 29K. Like, the chance of us not bouncing here is really quite low, right? It's really quite low. I do think we're probably going to have some sort of bounce here, whether it's going to stop us having continuation to the downside there, but the bounce is on 29K here, right? Missing the yellow lines. Yeah, I think I might change them back to yellow, right? I think I might. Dimitri? I can't read, man. I bet we go down today, tomorrow for BTC. That was a weak pump yesterday. Yeah, it was a bit of a weak pump, to be honest, right? But yeah, it's a pump none the least. If we needed something, right? At the end of the day, it is going to be like a lower high, so that is still bearish, right? But yeah, that's going to be it for BTC, guys. Fair Ingredient Index, we were talking about this yesterday, saying how we were on 13, obviously the catastrophic dump to the downside. That obviously I was there like, yeah, we're probably going to be coming down lower because no one really wants to be trading right now. So yeah, this is it's obviously down at 12 now, so yeah, looking pretty bad there. But yeah, that's going to be it for BTC, guys. Let's do some altcoin requests. So get your altcoin requests in the chat now, and I'll get to them as soon as physically possible. But Peter, just so you know, there will be short entries coming through again, right? There will be. We're not just going to be letting this run down on its own. We are going to be shorting this bad boy. But yeah, I'll be here every day to discuss the position that I'm looking for the day here for BTC. Yeah, 12 on the Fair Ingredient Index, looking pretty rough, right? Yeah, LRC, guys, loop ring. I saw that's done like an 8% since yesterday or something crazy. So yeah, let's have a look at LRC. Ooh, what a pullback for loop ring coming through here. And to be honest, I did say yesterday, guys, I did actually expect selling pressure to the downside to carry on here. Just because loop ring it's kind of FOMO-y in my opinion, right? It's a bit FOMO-y. So yeah, that's why I did expect selling pressure to the downside here for loop ring. But yeah, as you can see, it's we've had the volume weighted ATR band bounce. I think I said that yesterday as well. Like, the support that we do get on this volume weighted ATR band is actually pretty good. Obviously there's not that much data there. That's what I'm trying to say, right? So yeah, as you can see, the bounce has actually been really quite strong. We've had 3 nice, fairly bullish daily candles, right? You can see how bullish this shooting star in a sense is, because you've got obviously this wick to the downside. You can see the buyback there, very strong indeed. In terms of price predictions for today here, let's see what we got coming through here. Let's see what we got in terms of a potential trade coming through there, because there could be something in the air. Last index coming through with a little cheeky donation. Give me something that's long, mate. My good sir, I can't give you trades, right? But we will we'll weigh up some potential scenarios fairly shortly. I'm sure there's going to be a long in the pond, right? I mean, we've got BTC coming through. I'm not saying take it. I'm saying you can do some research and you can make your own judgment and obviously, yeah, manage it yourself and all that good stuff. You know what I'm trying to say here, man. But yeah, so as you can see, let's do some trend lines coming through for Loopring on the hourly here, because we've obviously got the low being set here a couple 3 days ago now. Damn, that's quite good actually, considering it didn't break that low yesterday. And this is obviously going to be now a confirmed higher low, guys. We do have a confirmed higher low for Loopring, so this is actually really quite bullish here on the micro here. What I would expect is probably a test of this 10 simple here, and then a bit more continuation to the upside, and then a test of this 200 EMA, right? I would expect resistance from the 200 EMA. Please bear that in mind there. If we don't find resistance from that and we find support, it's going to be really good, but the 200 usually, it's a very, very strong indicator for resistance there, as you can see there, as well, as you can see here as well. It does hold the price back quite significantly. So yeah, but vice versa, if we do get above it, it's obviously a very nice level of support, as you can see here. But please be aware that the resistance, we are trending down across multiple markets here, so that the likelihood of us finding resistance off this 200 here is fairly likely. I mean, to be honest with you, you're in a breakout scenario. You are in a breakout scenario. So there could actually be a long here for Loopring, which is quite interesting, right? It is quite interesting. We bring up the EMA ribbon, see what that's saying. That's saying long as well. Nice stuff coming through. That's obviously a good sign when the EMA ribbon is on our side. So yeah, in terms of a measure move, in terms of a price prediction for this, let's do some targets coming through there. This could be something to be looking out for today, guys. Last index. So yeah, this is going to be very interesting to see. To be looking out for there, because it's going to be around a 24% gain there, and we know when stuff like this takes off, it does actually have quite a nice move to the upside, right? So yeah, we'll just have to see how this does actually plan out today, but yeah, it's not looking too bad. And actually, if you are looking for some sort of entry coming through there, then you're actually getting it cheaper than you probably would have entered around here, to be honest with you. Yeah, probably in terms of first take profit. My first take profit probably would have been, yeah, you can see the resistance coming through off this wick here. And that, I mean, you probably didn't even tap it there. Yeah, you probably didn't even tap it. So you're still probably sat there waiting to see whether you're going to hit stop loss here. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how this is going to happen, right? But in terms of stop losses, in terms of take profits for this, I probably don't want to be getting in here. I mean, it's tricky, isn't it? Because we are coming down now. Yeah, like I said before we drew this in, right? If we don't find support on this trend line, I would actually expect to come down and test this 10 simple there and see how the price reacts from there. If we do actually see any sort of candle body close back in this zone, guys, I don't want to be entering, right? It's going to be a fake out scenario. We're faking it and then we're coming back in the zone here. So yeah, we're not about that life. We're here to make money. So we want a nice solid entry. I would be looking for an entry above this horizontal currently resistance here. If we can find support on that, then I would be looking at a nice moonshot there. So yeah, let's do some potential take profit scenarios. Obviously, we've got the 200 EMA coming down pretty much sideways along that zone there. I mean, yeah, it's quite tight, isn't it? It's not really worth the time. Probably first take profit is going to be clearing that wick zone there. It's still in that sort of area there. Could do a little box zone. And then basically just riding it up, guys. You basically just want to be riding that up and basically preparing for any sort of reversal coming through there. So yeah, you can see basically where on previous candles here, where we have found that that resistance and that support coming through there. So yeah, these are points that you do want to be looking out for. You do want to be looking out for there. So yeah, there's another one plotted in there. We've obviously got volume weighted ATR band, guys. That's going to be another point. So yeah, there's quite a few things to be looking out for there in terms of a nice long on Loopring today there. And the first things first, I wouldn't just be blindly jumping into this. I want to see a bit more confirmation because we are coming down, and this is a fairly it's a fairly bearish candle at the top, guys. It is a fairly bearish at the candle, fairly bearish candle at the top, which is indicating a reversal, right? And that's what we are seeing here. So yeah, you just want to see if you do get the respect here on this trend line for a nice bounce, for a nice retest, and then a candle body close above 93 cents there, and then probably banging it up from there. That's going to be the ideal sort of scenario there for a nice long position on Loopring. But yeah, overall, I would say Loopring's fairly bullish, right, here on the short term. Salam. Let's do a bit of dot for you. I mean, nearly double bottom scenario, right? Nearly. Just a little bit off, guys. Just a little bit off for a double bottom there. So nothing too congruent, too solid in a sense, right? That does, you could do like inverted head and shoulders coming through there. Obviously, it's very skinny dip in there. There's not really, you can't really get the confirmation there. It's not that great, but that is something you could be looking for there. If that is going to happen, then you could be looking at higher prices in the future, around 24 bucks, right? This is messy as hell. Let's get rid of all the mess, and let's do this on the hourly, right? We'll stay on the hourly for a bit because I think everything's looking pretty much the same here on the longer term time frames, and I want some trades for the day, right? To be looking out for. Obviously, we're near a breakout scenario to the upside here. If BTC is going to have a breakout here, guys, it's going to be looking pretty good. Considering we do have a falling parallel channel here. Falling parallel channels, they tend to usually break to the upside, right? This is actually looking very nice in terms of position, right? Because you can see this is a pretty dull area. This area here, we do have a bit of resistance coming through it in terms of horizontals here. This is just going to be a first take profit point coming through there, another take profit point coming through there, and then it comes up to this zone here. In terms of a measure move to the upside here, this is something to be looking out for. And look, it looks clean, it looks nice. This is something that I'm going to be taking advantage of today if we can see us actually come through and perform here, right? Come through and perform. So yeah, these are a couple of take profit points I would be looking for there. Obviously, we're not ignoring the 200 EMA. We know how this bad boy reacts to resistance there. So yeah, we are going to be looking for that as well. And then also, there is going to be... Is that a measure move on the daily? Because that is in the way if it is. Don't think it's a trend line. Don't think so, man. I mean, technically... Technically it is, but yeah, it's not that strong, right? I'm going to be leaving that. I think that's the measure move for the daily thing coming through there. But yeah, you can see how that measure move is going to, the measure move on the short-term time frame, that is going to line up with the 10 simple, the 10 SMA moving average coming through there. Can think for a second. But yeah, not bad, Doc, guys. I would say not bad. It's looking pretty good, actually. See what the EMA ribbon's saying. Yeah, interesting, actually. You can see the EMA. Let me get rid of the one machine for a second, guys. The EMA ribbon basically goes on called up moving averages, right? I think it's like the 25 to 55. Let's have a little look. I sometimes get this wrong. 21 to, you can see all these EMAs, right? It's made up of EMA, hence the EMA ribbon, guys. And when these do get coiled up here, they look for breakout in the price, right? And that's pretty much what we are seeing here. You can see coiled up, breakout in the price to the downside, short, coiled up, break in the price to the upside, long. Not the worst scenario in the world there, but yeah, you can see it's not the most reliable thing in the world, but it's definitely good for like an indication of sort of a direction of price, right? And it can be obviously in your favor. So yeah, it's not looking too bad there in terms of what we are looking for in terms of live price now, because obviously we've seen a lot of downwards momentum coming through on the EMA ribbon and DOT in general, and we are looking for a potential long scenario coming through there. So if that is going to correlate well with a breakout scenario as well, hello money, how are you? It's gonna be a cold hard cash moonshot of 17% there. Money, okay, good stuff coming through there. And obviously we've got very nice checkpoints as well. First checkpoint's 4%, second checkpoint around 9%, third checkpoint around 14%, and then the final juicy move to the upside is going to be around that 17% there. But it's quite skinny. It's quite a skinny area, guys. So I would be looking at maybe some other take profits coming through there, just for that security, right? Because we don't like giving those profits back, right? We're not about that, right? Yeah, that's what I would say about DOT today, guys. Definitely getting a flag in my book. On my watch list for a potential position today to be getting into if this breakout scenario is going to be looking good. And all we really need here is BTC to really like start banging it, right? We need BTC to start really banging it, and then obviously that's going to be a very, very nice move coming through to the upside there for the old dotty dot. Now let's have a little look at the chat, see what other requests we've got. In comes the yawn. We've got let me do some other stuff. We've got Solana for I'm going to try and say your name, my good sir. Yashvardhan. I had a go. We got Solana for Yashvardhan. I'm coming through there. So yeah, let's have a go with that. And that's up around 0.9% today. Obviously, we've seen Solana take huge hits yesterday. Really quite aggressive momentum to the downside there, guys. Really, I'm talking like this is the blood on the streets has been here, right? It's been really bad for Solana recently. We did see moves to the downside. nice profit here. So yeah, it's not too bad there, but just in terms of a hodl of Solana here, dreadful, right? Really quite bad. I'm just gonna have a drink, and then we're gonna weigh up a potential position today for Solana because I'm quite interested in trading this today. I mean, it's probably gonna be some sort of breakout scenario. Excuse me. It's probably gonna be some sort of breakout scenario yet again. We'll just have to see how everything is reacting, right? I love a protein shake. I got this really nice protein shake as well. It's strawberries and cream. Doesn't really taste like it tastes like a McDonald's milkshake, right? Strawberry McDonald's milkshake. That's good for you. So it's unreal, right? Unreal. Yeah, first things first, I want to get rid of that because that measure move is completed there. Pretty good stuff. Money made, cold, hard cash, good stuff. Now from there, let's see what some sort of scenario we could be looking for today, guys. There is a potential break to the upside. It's sticky on my mouse. Some sort of break to the upside here. If Bitcoin is going to take a leg up here, we know Solana is probably going to do the same thing here. It's going to be looking really quite good. It's going to be looking really quite good if we can see a nice move to the upside there. Is that Gordon? Oi, Savaloy. Nice to see on the stream there, bro. Having a good time, man. In these choppy waters, right? Interesting for Iswa there about people. I haven't actually looked into people. The chart, not people, like the chart called people, the altcoin called people, right? I've not looked into it, but he's saying maybe I should read a paragraph before doing TA on it. It's not that I hate it, I just hate the chart, man. The chart has just been going down. It's like it's just doing an ICP. Obviously I'm very bullish on ICP, so we're not going to use that as an example, but people has just been trending down for a very long time now. So yeah, got some hair traveling down my face and it's itchy. But yeah, anyway, this is the move to the upside for Solana here. If we are going to break that here on the hourly here, it's obviously going to be a huge move, guys. 19% to the upside here, which is pretty unachievable in my opinion. I wouldn't want to be getting in until we probably clear this trend line here, this horizontal. To be honest, I probably would be moving that up. Yeah, I probably wouldn't be getting in until we've cleared 96.81 there, guys. Maybe you could get in here and then ride it up, right? Maybe I could get in here. Sorry, not you guys. I'm not a financial advisor. And then riding that up for your first day profit around 2% there. But it's a risk, right? It is a risk. We have seen that momentum to the downside come through from this zone. And sometimes with these lower highs, we don't actually come all the way up, right? We hover around it and then get rejected in the middle, right? So yeah, if you've got your first day profit up here, then it's slightly more risky, right? It is slightly more risky. But yeah, in terms of a second take profit coming through for a potential long here for Solana, baby, I'm gonna be looking at something along the lines of this, right? You can see the resistance here, you can see resistance here, you can see levels of support coming through there, you can see consolidatory periods here as well there. So yeah, here, there, and everywhere. So yeah, there's definite resistance coming through at multiple areas. Just stagger those take profits, guys. Be safe. Don't get reversed on. Don't be giving those profits back, right? So yeah, that's what I would be looking for there for Solana there. Kevin, I bought 1,000 Solana yesterday at $81. Nice. Good job, man. Money. Cold hard cash. What I would be doing if I were you, my good sir, I would be looking for some sort of break here, right? If you're not going to break here, you're going to be coming down, right? So this is probably going to be some sort of sell period, right? Otherwise, you're going to be losing value coming through here because you can see this is a clean cut resistance point coming through here. And I'm not saying like, because obviously you might have got it for a hodl here, but what I'm saying is like, if you haven't got it for a hodl, you could even sell it if you're definitely going to find this resistance coming through here, and then you could just buy it back at the volume weighted ATR band or buy it back when we hit lower prices, right? Because at the end of the day, you're going to be banking this profit here, which is obviously very nice indeed. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. But yeah, let's move on for Solana here. Let's move on to what's next. What is next? What is love? GRT? GRT. In a world, one man, one GRT. Yeah, right here, right now. To be fair, I might flag Solana as well. That was not bad. Definitely worth a review. It's a review in my book. Interesting. Very interesting. There's definitely some sort of trend line coming through like that, sir. Well, sirs, madams, and preferred pronouns out here. And obviously, you know what this is. This is dirty. No, this is filth. I don't like these. These are not my favorite chart patterns at all. And actually, they're my least favorite chart patterns, I do think. They are broadening wedges, guys. I don't like broadening wedges. I don't know what it is about them. I just don't like them. They're not my friends here. I don't like them. So yeah, we'll move away from broadening wedges. But yeah, this is a broadening wedge, guys. And if you are going to be doing any sort of measure move to the upside here, please be aware. Please, please, please be aware. GRT, this is the area to be looking out for there. This was the support point that we did have from before. So if you can get above this, hello money. How are you? It's going to be looking very, very good for your hodl and stuff like that, right? There is definite bounce points in terms of support here. But in order to get there, guys, let's jump back down to that hourly point again. It's actually going to be very famously in the way, right? It's going to be very, very famously in the way. And this is potentially going to cause some heavy resistance. Like we have seen here before, resistance is very, very strong to the downside there. So please be aware, the long position for this in terms of a breakout of this broadening wedge here would be something like this, right? We're not going to go on a greedy measure move. We're not going to go on the most recent uptrend for this because we go on the least recent uptrend for these broadening wedges here just to be safer, make it smaller, more likely chance of them playing out here. This is going to be the move to the upside there, and it's going to be around a 13% gain there. As I said, these areas are very, very, very key here. You could get in on a breakout scenario here, have take profits staggered here, be prepared for some sort of reversal here, and then hopefully you ride it up and find that support. That would be really, really good if that was going to happen, but just please be prepared. I really wouldn't be surprised if you actually came up, didn't even tap it, and you got rejected at this this wick to the top side here around 41.5, and then came down and then just trended down along this trend line here. Because even if you do that and then you come up again and try it again, this is still going to be a high low, which is still going to be bullish from this low, right? So that's still fine. But in terms of a long position here, there's nicer things on the table in my opinion, right? There is nicer things on the table. But yeah, let's move on. Dimitri says, I have 230 Luna. Nice. Nice. AR for Kevin. Take it easy, Kev. If you get the quote. Double bottom, double bottom. So in this scenario, guys, we've obviously got a double bottom chart pattern coming through here, and that is an indication that we could see the price have a target for around up here, right? And this can be very interesting to see around $45.21 there. So if we are going to see that come through, what I do want to see is breaking this range, guys, because there is a range period. Granted, yes, we have got this double bottom scenario here, but also we do have a parallel channel, guys. We do have a parallel channel coming through like so. And this is obviously going to be forming some sort of measure move to the upside here, and also potential for measure move to the downside, which is obviously not great here for the double bottom. It will invalidate that chart pattern there. So yeah, this is going to be the move to the upside that we could be looking for there. Still pretty far away from a breakout there, but it is going to be 23% left on the table. You can see the wicks here are going to be very horrible zones to be to be in a trade zone here, right? This is going to be a very sort of I wouldn't say factually no trade zone, because you can see how high that wick is compared to some sort of entry that you could be looking for there. I'm actually going to drag that up a bit and get more touches there. So yeah, this is it's a very choppy area actually. It's looking worse and worse the more I look at it for a long. So yeah, you can see here, this is going to be the areas to be looking out for there. In terms of percentages, is it worth getting in here, having first take profit there? Let's have a little look. I mean, yeah, it's not too bad. It's like 2.5%, near enough 2.5% there. So yeah, not too bad there. And if you do break that and don't find the resistance there, then you could be running that wave all the way up there. So yeah, very interesting to see that actually happening there. But at this point in time, you have actually challenged this lower high, guys, and you have actually found that rejection there. You haven't actually invalidated a lower high as of yet. That's really had the congruent momentum to the upside there, and that's why you are seeing this parallel channel, this ranging sort of scenario basically play out there. So I really wouldn't be surprised if you came down here for another test and then try to the upside yet again before having another push to the upside coming through here, another test to the upside there. So yeah, overall, I would still say AR it's in a bit of a stalemate considering yesterday there, and we have seen fairly nice pumps coming through from yesterday, but you can see obviously the pumps coming through from yesterday. To be honest, Yeah, this actually did pump when everything else didn't. So yeah, quite interesting to see actually. But yeah, we'll just have to see how that goes, all right? See how that goes. But you can see the scenarios that we are looking for there. If this is going to actually have continuation to the downside there, there is going to be a short position coming through there, and that is going to be looking something along the lines of this. Something along the lines of this, right? And we're going to be looking for around a 20% gain to the downside there. So yeah, that's definitely something, a few things to be looking out for there for AR there. Also, if we do break this to the upside there, what were we just talking about, guys? We're talking about the double bottom scenario, and that is going to be something around 44 bucks could be looking for there, and that's going to be something probably along the 25-26% gain there. That's if you're in there. If you're in earlier there, it's going to be a 28% gain there. So money, cold hard cash, that is a juicy, like the juiciest move that we've seen today, I do think, right? So really, really quite good there. Yeah, let's do a couple more requests coming through there. So it was a H-bar was next, was it? H-bar for Hadra Salim. And my guy has been here. Hadra Salim has been here. He literally, I think he found the channel, and like he's not missed a day since. You've not missed a day since, bro. So I do appreciate your support continuously, right? Really, really do, man. Do not think it goes overlooked, right? It doesn't. I really honestly do. It's nice to see our community growing and stuff as well there, guys. So yeah, if you are new to the channel and all that good stuff, I'm here every single day, Monday to Friday. I'm here to educate you through the crypto markets every morning. And also, I say my positions and stuff like that, say what I'm looking for on a chart. I day trade for a living. I'm not here shilling you coins. I'm not here shilling you affiliate links and all of that. I'm literally not, right? I'm not about that. I make my money through trading, right? I'm very, very persistent with that. I know quite a few YouTubers out there, they literally just shill coins for their job, right? They don't actually trade, and it's all fake. So I'm not about that. I'm here to like show you trades, show you my trades and stuff like that. So yeah, that's I'm not here to waste your time. That's what I'm trying to say, right? That's the point I want to get across, right? I'm not here to waste your time. I'm here to help you change your lives, right? So yeah, this is what I would be looking for on H-bar. You've obviously got a falling wedge to the downside here. This is obviously a bullish chart pattern. You tend to usually break to the upside here when you do see a falling wedge here, guys. So this is it's quite interesting, right? Just because here on the daily we have seen a very strong retest here and then a break to the downside, right? Measure move is probably still valid there, probably to come down to the volume weighted ATR band at around 15 cents there. So yeah, it's gonna be very, very interesting stuff coming through there. It's a she, Chester. Hadra is a lady. Okay, sorry. Apologies. Apologies. So yeah, this is obviously very, very nice coming through there. If we do see a bounce on the volume weighted ATR band, it's probably going to be very, very strong indeed. But yeah, let's move down to the 1 hour time frame there and see what we got coming through there. See if there's any sort of day trade that we could be looking for here. I was going to say I do have I would say our community is like primarily females, right? It's pretty strong, which is nice to see in the crypto space, right? Because I know it's primarily dominated by males. Yeah, so as you can see here, guys, we do have a falling parallel channel. Falling parallel channels, they tend to usually break to the upside here. So the move that we could be looking for, hello money, how are you? Keep saying that, right? Yeah, this is something we could be looking for. Something along the lines of this, and this is obviously going to be the measure move here, guys. And then from there, it's obviously going to be very, very nice because the support on all of these major moving averages here on the hourly, it's actually going to be really, really nice to get above them. Like you can see the resistance that we have found when they're all literally coiled up like this. Really horrible stuff there. So yeah, let's have a look at an example of when we actually get above them. Right, it's actually really quite a nice bit of progression to the upside. So yeah, if we can do that there, then I really would be looking for price targets to the upside. We've got a nice clear zone here between the 55 moving average and also the 200 EMA as well there. So yeah, not looking too shabby at all there for H-bar in terms of position to the upside there. And it's going to be around a 12 or 11% gain there. It's going to be interesting to see how how a lot of these breakouts are. So I'm just laughing at the chat. Simon, you got me there, man. So you can see it's going to be very interesting to see how these breakouts are going to actually come through today, because a lot of the charts are looking like they are going to break to the upside. So yeah, we'll just have to see how that does plan out, right? Guys, we've just hit an hour. I am going to be ending the stream once I've done a little take on BTC there. We did see a bit of a pump to the upside on BTC, but nothing too crazy as of yet, right? 36,800, still not candle body close breached for a nice little cheeky long to the upside coming through there. But yeah, that's going to be it from me, guys. Thank you ever so much. It's an Arabic name, so I may just happen to know, right? No worries. My cover is blown. No worries. Yeah, sorry guys. It's like to me, like obviously I'm like very very English, right? So like a lot of your names are like different names and stuff like that. So it's like quite hard. So I do apologize if I do ever get any of your genders or any of that wrong, right? And I'll always try and pronounce your names as well, right? There's no harm in trying. So see, I'll try. We got Diego coming through there. Nice to see you on the stream there, man. Yo, I'm buying at the end of the year. I'm going to be in lobster and caviar land again. Love it. Oh, all right. I'll have a look at people. I'll have a look at people for you there, Iswa. Just drop my magnets. We'll have a look. We'll have a look. Yeah, there's quite a strong female presence, right? I must say. It's good. This is what I've been talking about, man. Hey, use a potato. Yeah, this is what I've been talking about, man. Look, it's just a terrible chart, right? Obviously, I'm not going to stand here and be like, it's going to the floor. The chart says that. I'm only playing, man. Obviously, I'm not sure what this is going to do. But just going on TA, just going on charting, not fundamentals like you told me to research. I will have a little look at people and once I'm finished with the stream, because you are literally on my stream every single day as well, talking about people. So I'd be a bad guy if I didn't research it, right, to give you my opinion. So I'm gonna have a little research on that and give you my opinion on the next stream or something like that, right? One paragraph, please. Potentially, mate. Potentially. But yeah, let's have a look at the hourly. If there's any sort of trade coming through here, you are seeing a bit of upwards momentum. I think that's just due to Bitcoin, right, having that little bit of a pump there. Overall, still insanely bearish to the downside, right? Guys, I'm gonna call it a day, right? Thank you ever so much for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow morning with a very nice stream as well. So yeah, we'll just have to see how that goes. But yeah, thank you ever so much for tuning in. And look out and trade safe out there, guys, because it's very choppy waters right now. But yeah, thank you ever so much for tuning in. But for now, it's going to be goodbye and peace out from me, Crypto Chester. Money. Cold hard cash. Juicy.